Welcome back. I am the Dread Canary, and this is once again Against the Storm. Now, I didn't want to do as many buttons today, so we're getting a polo, and I'm dog sitting for a few days, so we're not getting my usual classy background of a blanket strung between two lamps, and instead have a wall. Very exciting stuff, I know. Also, this isn't my mug, but we've got to find out if we can win without losing. And where we're at is this is going to be game 4, I believe, of this run. Yes. Game 4 of this run. So we had one reset already. We made confidence last time. And if we go to the Citadel, we can see that what I still need are artifacts, so I can finish off level 3, and then a whole lot of everything. But we are going to want to focus on artifacts right now. So we're going to go back out to our world map and figure out our new place for a city. Alright, now, we don't have level 4 upgrades. And when Eremite games say they make level impossible, they are not kidding. These are quite hard. You can do them if you have most of the upgrades. But things will fall apart very quickly if you don't. So we're not going to go there. We're going to look for a hard or a very hard that gets us some artifacts. 7 artifacts, this would be huge, but it's impossible. This would give us 2 artifacts, and it's very hard. Also, confidence is already using a lot of our food supplies, so no good there. Very hard up here, this would give us 5. Seems like a possibility. Otherwise, we're just looking at machinery, so we're going to go here. And you know what? We're not going to call this confidence because I'm not sure we can handle the jump to very hard just yet. So let's call this anxiety. But we do have 5 points. That'll help. So as always, it's a woodlands level. It's the demo. So we have low insects, low meat, and high pretty much everything else. We have increased harvesting speed. Now here, the trader will not come, and that adds a whole level of complexity because I cannot buy blueprints. I can only use the blueprints found on the map. Not only that, I cannot buy extra food, I cannot buy extra tools, I cannot buy extra parts. I am wholly dependent on scavenging from what I find. So during drizzle, starting in year 4, if they don't have clothing, they move slower. During drizzle. During the clearance, they've got a chance of double production with food. That's pretty normal. But starting in year 4, if we don't have services, which I believe are fun, religion, and brotherhood, maybe not fun, religion, brotherhood, and education. Once the official game comes out, I'm hoping for a full explanation of what all these terms mean. But here we got a 10% reduction in production during clearance because they might just destroy whatever they're making. Not good. And then also, starting in year 6 during clearance, if we don't have services, they have a chance of just dying. So that's a timer. Going down to the storm, we got our usual -5 to resolve. We have our exhausted. Same thing up here. So it's just drizzle and storm instead of the usual just storm when you're playing on normal or hard. And then tempest. So housing or they take forever breaks. So that's everything we're dealing with. If we get out of here, though, we will get some food supplies and we'll get a lot of artifacts. Not enough to unlock everything, but enough to get us going. Now, because I can't find them, we're going to take tools. We're going to take parts. We're going to take a stone road. No question, the stone road might be a quest, and it's going to be hard enough to get points since I'm going to have to take a lot of camps and caches for their resources. Leaves me 1 point left, and extra dwarves are always good, so let's embark. Alright, so on our roulette, we have a brickyard or a kiln. Brickyard it is. Small farm or brewery, small farm. And finally, the trapper or forager's camp. Now, that's herbalist. That's scavenger. Trappers is meat, and foragers is mushrooms. I don't have any other good source of mushrooms right now, so just going off theory, we're going to take the trapper's camp. Build a nice little road. We have some nice calm glades to expand into immediately, so let's go ahead and do that. Start them off while we build the rest of our camps. So we want a scavenger camp. Take advantage of this flax over here. We want a rain collector because it's our only way of getting more tools. Trading post is useless. Crude workstation, there it is. And a brickyard, alright. Get straight into there. And now we just have lizards doing our building, as it should be. And we're through. Okay, so the foragers' camp would have been better. At least right away. Push back into the trees. 3 glades, so maybe should have held off on that. Shelters and provisions and building materials. All right. Means we need a makeshift post. I don't really want to go here because, well, I can't. There's a bush in the way. Going back here looks nice to my eye, but also, oh, there's a lake back there. No reason not to waste space behind the main building. Okay, money for wood. Now, I don't have any use for money unless I get a quest that says to turn in valuable materials. Totally useless. We got free meat for every time we produce meat. Or bonus grain. We're going to take bonus grain because the other two can't guarantee I'm going to be able to use them. Alright. There is our rain collector. So remember, the rain collector gives us dew, and the brick lets us turn that dew into crystallized dew, so we're looking for a tool shop so we can get tools. It's that simple. We have to hope we're going to get that combination, because otherwise I cannot get tools, and then I cannot use caches. There are a lot of easy to get glades. Pardon me. Crude workstation is up. Wait, now rope is fine. We don't want them making bricks. Farmland, excellent. And a use for a stonecutter's camp, because those are roots. He's making planks. I have 1 spare lizard, and I'm going to have him make shelters. I'm actually going to pull a couple of beavers off this lumber camp. What I'm doing here is just trying to make a little bit of space for me to expand into, so that we can put our production right around here. The presence of this bush does make it's a little bit inconvenient because I can't just focus all of my industry around my kind of main storage building. We never finished our road. So 2 lizards on production. I don't have all of this going. That's okay. We want our shelter up as soon as possible, just so we can provide basic housing. Basic housing is going to be clutch because we don't have the advanced housing. And honestly, when I cannot trade to the trader for more blueprints, I don't even really want housing. I'd rather get production buildings because they're going to be more beneficial in the long run. They do help with resolve, but odds are good I'm not going to be able to enjoy that resolve because we need to get quests done. Plus, the queen's already getting impatient, and getting 3 shelters up will let us turn something in. Wow, so many regular glades. Nothing dangerous on any side for at least 2? Alright, well. Oh, oops. We have 13 people, so we do need all 4 shelters. Like, why did you say that when you deleted one? Well, I'm gonna have him get the one in the corner first. Come on, guys. As always, the frequent pauses, if you see any, I'm not doing anything wonky, I'm just blowing my nose, and I didn't want to do it directly into camera. Alright, we can turn this in. Let's turn it in. More provisions, more building materials. So we need a source of meat or eggs, something that will let us turn into provisions. Housing. Well, there we go. I'm going to forego pottery for now. But we will need crystallized dew. We have 3 people on building. We have nobody on food, which is a problem. Because as we said earlier, I don't have any way of trading for food. So yeah, we're going to have to get these roots and these broccoli going. Plus build a farm at some point in the near future. But right now, I'm going to move this lumber camp over here. And let's go ahead and balance out how many people we have at each lumber camp. So that is the plan. We're going to clear out this side, make that farm. And we'll need a small farm. Now, ideally, we're going to want to put it like here or here so we can reach all the farm squares. But we can move small farms. And right now, this stonecutter camp is in the way. So we're going to move, well, the roots are actually what's in the way. But we can at least put the farm down, get some production going once I get some people in there, and then from there get our basic food and start clearing out these little spawns so we have a clearer path and more efficient farm placement. Meanwhile, they're trying to push into a glade, they're trying to push into a glade, so that'll give us 2 glade quests. Ooh, scavenger camp's done. Nice. Alright, so we now have the ability to make tools at all. Don't need to yet because we still have those 20 that I brought, but we will. So we need to put 2 humans in here starting in just before drizzle. I would say in drizzle, but we want to make sure that they plant the whole thing. Oh, more farm. Alright. Which is turning this area into a good candidate for storage. So that they only have to walk like here to here instead of here all the way up to here. But that's very good to know. We're not going to run out of food because we will have some food production. More farm, okay. Ale, meat, and coal. So coal would let us burn on the fire for resolve. Very nice. Meat would give us some food. Also, we can turn meat into provisions, though I think our citizens will eat it before we can do that. Ale would be really good for resolve if I can get a tavern, but there's no guarantee I will. Now, because it's a very hard map, I feel like I just need to push for points. I know I do it a lot anyway, but this time I think I really have to push for it. In fact, let's assign 2 more humans. Beaver house or lizard house? Well, we need happy beavers. And I don't have any amber, so it's not like I can do a reroll. So, had to take something. We don't have enough housing now. But that will give us enough housing. Ooh. Okay, they're planting. That's good. Got a lot of beaver buildings. Plus, having more beaver housing, it's easier to keep them happy. Okay, cookhouse would give us possible happiness from stew and pie. Pottery we're already making at the brickyard. So cellar we can get wine, pickled goods, and ale. Good for resolve, but not good for much else. I'm going to sit on this. This is going to give us some amber, so I think I'm going to do a reroll. Another thing I'm going to do. Is run a path back there. Free amber for wood, which would just let us get rerolls. Vegetable production but lower resolve, that would give us a lot of food. Or free mushrooms with grain. Well, we've got a lot of farms that we can get, so we're doing that one. Forager's camp or cookhouse. So it's insisting on giving me the cookhouse. I'm going to take the forager's camp just so we can get those mushrooms back there. Make sure we don't have any food issues. I believe, yes, it is rain punk. So the beaver will like making tools, and that's going to help. So we're getting food from here, food from here. We're going to throw humans back in here to get food from there. Hopefully we can get this farm up and running before Drizzle runs out. It'll be close. Maybe not. So we've got these, this. Haven't built a tramper's cap because I haven't come across any meat. We've got all of my options up. As soon as the farmland is up, okay, so 9 beaver housing plus 11 out of 16. We're fine for housing now. Don't have any clay, so these guys are useless, and this guy's useless. Happy beavers and extremely happy beavers. Okay, we need clothes, so we're going to need a clothier or an outfitter. And human resolve. So the queen wants food, the queen wants planks, and the queen wants happy citizens. Fair enough. As always, I want to build a path all the way around my farm. Good, we're going to have plenty of food. All right. Here we go, just nicely turning that into a nice travel hub so that people can move around it if they need to. We don't have any clay, so the brickyard's currently doing nothing. We have rope and planks, which, when you've got excess rope and planks, might as well make another beaver house just so you don't have to worry about it later. Scavenger camp is out of resources, so we're going to slide that down there. Get more flax, which is good for rope and clothes, though again I don't have any way of making clothes at the moment. That cellar would have gotten me pickled goods, which would have made the beavers happy. Now right now I'm turning all of my wood into planks, so it's not like I can do any extra burning. But I think if I can get a little bit of Beaver Resolve going, we can at least get another point, get another building. Yeah, I know we're low on fuel. I'm kind of doing it intentionally. And Resolve dropped back down. I couldn't keep it. Well, all right. Let's toss another beaver in here. Toss another beaver in here. Get more sticks. That's what I get for trying to rush things. Yeah. 4, 4, 8, 8. So we need 12. Not 102. Just 12. Food's looking good. Housing's looking good. Clothing is looking terrible. Got a nice cleared out area around our main building now. Oh, you know what? We can start going that way. Snuggle that up into the trees so we can get a glade here. And the glade here, and then we can get the central glade. Hey, there we go. We have 12 tools. We need 12 tools. Okay. Point would be really good. Amber lets us do rerolls. Biscuits, though, are a favorite food of beavers. And we need their resolve to go up. And jerky is a favorite food of humans and lizards. So in this case, I think I need the resources more than I need anything else, just so we can try to raise that resolve. So let's go ahead and send our 2 lizards down here. We're going to take them off of construction, keep the goods. Also, we can burn that oil if we need to. Good, good. Hey, there we go. Trapper's Camp. Lets us get this meat here, which will let us turn into provisions. Very useful. Let's go down here and set this cap to 8. So we can get the queen off our back again. Brewery or clothier? Gotta go the clothier. We need clothing. Otherwise we're going to suffer some consequences from the storm. No longer make rope here. We're gonna need that. You know, actually, clothier is gonna fit neatly here. And for final quest, we want more glades, more provisions, and some artifacts. All right, well, we'll try it. This glade would get us another request from the queen. Okay, so back here we have farmland, nice, and another place for scavengers, plus a dangerous glade. A huge dangerous glade. Very nice. We are going to need clay, and we are going to need planks, because we want to build another storage and fire facility, someplace that we can drop things off a little faster, because we don't want all of this walking all the way back up here. Fuel's not doing anything? Fuel doesn't seem to be doing anything. We're going to turn that off. We're just going to let people's resolve go down until clearance. You kind of have to. There we go. Now ideally, I would put storage like right where these trees are, so that I can get a farm here, and a farm here. But I can't, so let's... What if we nestle the... Yeah, okay. If I put it there, I can put a makeshift hearth here, once I clear those trees out. And this is still fairly central, right? It's going to connect to this farm directly, but that farm also. This is useless until we get some meat sources. Housing for 12 beavers, and 16 out of 15 were good. I have a lot of bonus lizards that aren't doing anything. Let's try to make coats out of this for now. We don't need any rope for a while. We have 14 rope. We don't need any paper. So we just have a pile of extra lizards that aren't happy, and I don't have any jobs that'll make them happy, so I think the only thing to do is get them on clear cutting. And while they're doing that, let's go ahead and see if we can set up a couple of small farms so we can get food and another bonus. So plant fiber for vegetables produced. Really good for making clothes. I'm not even thinking about this. Should also have thought about putting a farm up here. There we go. Stonecutter or Forager Camp, neither of which we have any deposits for. Oh, the Scavenger Camp, I can actually move over there so we can start working on clothing, but we did take that thing that lets us get free plant fiber from plants. So maybe that's fine. Oh, we got beaver's resolve. Ooh, and 30 vegetables. Nice. Plus bonus coat production. That'll help with needing clothing. Let's just make more clothing at once. This is pushing into the trees. Okay. Lizards are actually really adept at hunting. I'm going to stick a lizard down here. And that just leaves 2 beavers for building stuff, which I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave them alone because we do need beavers building stuff. We don't need 2 humans on that small of a plot size. We're going to throw a human over here and hope they can get some planting going. Our wood should be taking off when we've got this many people on wood gathering. Where are my builders? Oh, they're making this farm. Whoops. That means this human's actually worthless, so... yeah. Okay, everything looks fairly good there. Starting next season, we're going to have so much food that that's not going to be a problem basically ever again. Let's turn in our glades, which gives us more humans. Nice. Ooh, more place for Trapper's Camp. Alright. And we can... no, we can't. We want to save... we want to get these things built. Just get them going. Lumber mill. Alright, yeah. Yeah. Get out of here. Seriously, never going to have wood problems again. Because once that lumber mill goes up, right, it's going to let me make planks very efficiently. It's going to let me make firewood, which will let me have a cheap source of fuel, more efficient than regular wood for the fire. So I can raise resolve. I can just pump it that way. Working on coats. Very good. Can I get 2 humans in here in time for any planting? Maybe. So we have 4 beavers building. I didn't see that tree right there. How silly of me. Okay. Let's move you there. Gotta make a nice network of roads. Okay, we need 6 glades. Oh, I forgot. I took beavers off of here. Put them back in. Let's get that firewood going. And we could make barrels rather than pottery. It's going to depend on whether we get the ability to make ale at all. Oh, and another farm. Alright, and we don't have any tools, so I cannot get this cash. And I don't have any clay, so it's not like I can make any crystallized dew. Not awesome. plenty of food should mean plenty of coats. Plenty of coats means, oh hey, we can actually already turn that in. Nice. So we can get glades, that'll get us to here, and if we can get human and beaver resolve up to 80, that'll get us all the way to here, and then we just need 2 more points from somewhere. Now our housing is a problem now, because we only have 16 housing, right? And we have 20 non-beaver people, so let's throw a shelter. Get that up. Back this up against the trees. Get a nice balance of things because I can have another lizard over here farming meat. We're going to try to turn meat and eggs into provisions. Try to clear out specifically around this farm, and then over here we're going to clear out specifically around this farm, which will get us another glade. We have so much food. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check. Check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Okay. Just making sure I didn't miss anything while I was dealing with other needs. Never told her to do anything, that's not good. We have so much plant fiber that that's not really a problem anymore. And we might as well get some rope up in here. So let's go ahead and allow rope production. Still don't have any kind of clay. Do have more farmland. We have so much wood. We are going to try burning all of it. We shouldn't need all of it. We should only need 4 to get them up, but I want to really raise their resolve. To get the beaver and human quests turned in. So we are just going to try to rush that quest, get it right up to where it needs to be. Then we're going to lower by 1 because their resolve should still stay high enough, plus we're getting a little bit per minute. That way we can turn in 2 more. I mean, I should also have firewood at this point, which would have also worked, but we don't need it. It's fine. We are burning through wood at quite the clip, but that should be fine. Plus the points we're getting just from pushing it. Trapper's Camp has no deposits. Well, can't have that, can we? Move you up there. 4 more Trapper's Camp, and let's go ahead and move this guy over 1. That's what we're going to do, is we're just going to run a path. straight back. Alright, so let's turn off all the extra firewood. There's another building. Brewery or tavern. Okay, so we don't have anything that I can serve at the brewery, or that I can serve at the tavern, and the brewery won't get me any of these quests. It just won't. Over here, we need to start using meat, so we can turn in this one. Glades. So if I get provisions and glades, that'll get me to about there. I really don't think either of these help. We're going to reroll. Cellar. Okay. I'm taking a cellar. Continue to push in. Gonna drop this down to 20. Needs bricks, which we know I don't have, so whatever there. Can't do anything about that. Can do is burn some firewood to try to offset the storm a bit. Three beavers. Which it occurs to me, we can turn into lizards, and we never put a firekeeper over here. Not doing too badly. I set this to 20 already, right? I sure did. Okay. Amber and more lumber. Okay. Well, that's going to make this one easier. The provisions are still going to be rough. I don't know if we're going to be able to get enough provisions. We might have to clutch that out with meat. I'm saying clutch like it's like we've been in any danger this round. So, oops. But let's go ahead and get our last building. Okay, so the ranch will let us turn that into meat. I mean, pretty straightforward. The brewery would let us get resolve, but I feel like provisions and glades can win this for us. So we're going to take this, and we are going to build it immediately. We have the parts, we have the rope, we have the planks. We don't have the planks, but we're going to have the planks because these guys can make planks. So pretty straightforward. Nice. Could clear it around this farm too. More vegetables, more coats, or insects for mushrooms. Well, let's get insects for mushrooms because insects can be used for provisions, and also it's more lizard food. Meanwhile, dangerous glade, dangerous glade. At this point, like, since I don't think I need the dangerous glades to win, I just need to get any glades at all to get my last couple of points. I'm just gonna rush into these safe glades here. That one looks pretty good. That'll be 2. That'll leave us with 2 more that we need. Ah, right there. Okay. Okay. We just need glades, glades, glades. We have 2 glades over here. We have 1 glade over here. And then at that point, I can open up a dangerous glade. Ooh, my voice sounds terrible. 1 second. Alright, let's try that again. So we can clear out these 2 glades over here. We can take out this glade here. And then at that point, we can open up a dangerous glade without resolving it. We just have to open it to turn in the quest, as long as I've got my provisions all done. So let's go ahead and toss another human on provisions. I'm going to turn that into meat. And you know what? Let's also build another one. I feel like we won the lottery here. This is a very hard map, but it's actually fairly straightforward, or maybe we just got ahead of it. All those safe early glades gave me a big boost, so I didn't have to risk my people's resolve. We found farms really quickly, so we didn't have to worry about food. It was overall really, really nice. I know I'm technically getting ahead of myself, but I don't see how we lose this at this point. We have so much, so very much in terms of resources. I could use this to make pickled goods to make my beavers happier, but why? Alright, that's one. We're moving this closer just so that we can get shorter trips to deliver wood to storage, so that we can keep fuel on the fire. Because at this point, it's just a question of, can we hold long enough? For everyone to finish what they're doing. As soon as some more packs of meat come in, and here's our packs of meat right here, we'll be able to get our last couple sets of provisions to turn this in. Oh, but we also need a lot of wood. So let's turn off this. Move this around here. There's another glade. There's our 20 provisions. There's our wood. Ooh, people are getting unhappy. Seven. So, I mean, dangerous. This is just going to slow down wood cutting. Yeah, so I'm going to ignore it because we don't need to do anything about it right now. We just need to push through to any glade. Will get us our last quest. Any glade. Let's go. There it is. Not what I wanted. Alright. Well, we did it. We did a very hard map. And we can go to the world map. Let's see what we unlocked. Go to our citadel. And in our citadel, we have the ability to buy upgrades. So first, this takes just some food and some artifacts. Gives us access to the herbalist camp, which lets us pick berries, which lets us make wine, and the apothecary, which lets us make tea and biscuits. I think it lets us make something else too, but I don't remember. Alright, and that leaves us with 5 food stores and 3 artifacts. We don't have enough machinery to get any of these, but I mean, the obvious choice is obvious. We're going to take the temple upgrade. It gives us another option to choose for cornerstones. So cornerstones are those options of 3 bonuses that you can pick at the start of every map and every clearance, I believe it is. This is going to give us a 4th one to choose from, so better odds of getting something really useful. And the Alchemist Hut. Now, the Alchemist Hut I've been waiting for a long time because the quest to turn packs of fuel in requires it. The Alchemist Hut also lets you make crystallized dew, same thing you can make at the Brickyard. So having another option to make that just helps with the ability to make tools. Let's go ahead and take this upgrade. Now looking here, we have not yet hit this little line that indicates the time is too short, that we have to go into the smoldering city to wait out the Great Storm. But we are now up to Impossibles, where we need a lot of machinery and a lot of artifacts. That looks real nice. Dare we try impossible? Well, that sounds like a question for next time. So I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you around. Hope you stick around for future videos. Once again, I've been the Dread Canary, and have yourself a great day.